regime media known as Fox News is losing it on live TV. Apparently, they've never been punched back in the face the way California Governor Gavin Newsom is punching back on Donald Trump and them. They're losing it. Their guests are losing it. It's super weird. Here you have on Fox, they're like reading from like some of Gavin Newsom's like trolling posts, and they bring in this MAGA Republican Congress member, Kylie, who's like whining about redistricting in California when he was the one who started it with the MAGA Republicans in Texas. Just watch this. Here, play this clip.
Congressman Greg Abbott, who is in a wheelchair, and Newsom says he rolled over for Trump. That's almost as bad as Jasmine Crockett calling him Governor Hot Wheels. You know, we asked for a statement, and Newsom's office said something flippant like, you know, oh, you're so woke, he'll get over it. Abbott will get over it. Your response to that?
You know, they go and play the victim so quickly on Fox the moment you punch back against these bullies. The moment like Gavin Newsom starts posting to mock Donald Trump in that same format, they like go nuts on Fox. Let me show you what happens when they bring in Darrell Issa. Here's another example of that, a MAGA Republican Congress member. Let's play it.
Well, I mean, Governor Newsom fired off a Trump-style tweet yesterday saying this: Donald Trump, the lowest polling president in recent history. This is your second to last warning. The next one is the last one. Stand down now or California will counter-strike legally to destroy your illegal crooked maps in red states. Press conference coming, hosted by America's favorite governor, Gavin Newsom. Final warning next. You won't like it. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Is he joking? Is this a joke?
Well, you know, the ultimate in false statement, Trump's low approval rating, it couldn't be higher.
I know.
But from a more practical standpoint, look, in some states, the voters have allowed politicians to draw their own line. In California, the voters made a decision that it was going to be done by an independent commission, and he's trying to override that so we can go back to having politicians draw lines for themselves.
All right, we will leave it there. Congressman Gates.
They say Trump's polling can never be higher. It's quite literally like the lowest polling in presidential history. And then they're like, is he kidding? How could he write that? He needs to hold himself to a higher moral standard. Why would he make social media posts like that? And talking about snowflakes, then you've got MAGA Republican Senator Mark Wayne Mullen. He brags about being a UFC fighter. But here he says, I can't wear a seatbelt when I'm in Washington, D.C. because I'm so afraid of being in Washington, D.C. that I have to not wear a seatbelt in case I need to run. Here, play this clip.
And by the way, I'm not joking when I say this. I drive around in Washington, D.C. in my Jeep, and yes, I do drive myself, and I don't buckle up. And the reason why I don't buckle up, and people can say whatever they want to, they can raise their eyebrows at me again, is because of carjacking. I don't want to be stuck in my vehicle when I need to exit in a hurry because I got a seatbelt around me. And I wear my seatbelt all the time, but in Washington, D.C., I do not because it is so prevalent of carjacking. And I don't want the same thing happen to me, what's happened to a lot of people that work on the Hill.
All right, Mark Wayne, silly name. Anyway, here you have MAGA Republican gubernatorial candidate Steve Hilton crying on Fox. Watch him just whine. Gavin Newsom started this. Gavin Newsom was the one who did it to me. Here, play this clip.
Well, of course, like everything else that Gavin Newsom touches, a disaster and a fake and a phony, because what he's saying there is a total lie. He's saying that his scheme to steal power back from the people and write the maps to suit Democrats is responding to Texas. That's not true at all. It's a complete lie. California started this. They've been rigging the districts in California for years. If we had fair representation in California, we'd have another 12 House seats for Republicans today. He's already stolen 12. He wants another 6. It is all about his presidential ambition. And by the way, I'm
just a bunch of whining. What are you talking? Like, this is make up. They make up numbers. They make up everything. They whine. And then you have Stephen Moran, who's on the short list to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve.